Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vic Tilson, and today I'm just going to show you a trial piece, which is a painting I did in preparation for a commission. The commission is obviously, as you can see, for a Union Jack in the Amalgamation design, which is, for those not familiar, this kind of mixed part down here. This is an Amalgamation design here. And this one originally was going to be, well, I needed to do the amalgamation all over, and I kind of got halfway through it and think, well, I actually kind of like to see what it would look like if it was just kind of flat on one part of it like that. And then indeed you can see there I've kind of left it as well. I actually think it's got quite an interesting effect. It wasn't actually what the finished product was intended to be like. I did show this to the client, who actually quite liked it as well and ended up purchasing this piece. So this is a trial one for the finished article, which you can see in another video, which is also coming out on the same day as this one. So as you can see, the design extends right the way around. It has got quite a high gloss finish to it. It does stand proud of the board. It's actually painted on a board. Got a slight texture. I actually really like this actually. I think it gives it a really nice effect, having that mix of flatness and the raised amalgamation. I think there's probably merit for doing more like this or something in the same vein actually. But it came out really well, very pleased with it. And just a nice piece to look at. And it's funny, trial pieces, I never really understood why people did trial pieces kind of thing, or indeed people did several versions of the same thing in history, like artists always done. But as I get older, unfortunately getting older, I kind of realise why people do things, and this is a good example actually. I did learn a lot from doing this. I learned you know, what did work or what didn't work. I also, on the actual the finished article, when I did come to do the actual finished product, I changed the paint slightly because this paint was quite hard to work with, so I changed it to another brand of paint. Also, I'm having, as I film this in, I'm filming this in August 2023, still having a lot of supply issues getting paint, especially getting yellows and reds. I think it's probably down to world demand actually after COVID, people trying to, well, supply issues, trying to get things back to normal again, supply chains just not back in place again, and everything's kind of got slightly upset. So I couldn't actually get this paint. It's very limited, so I had to switch brands of paint on the second one. This paint is by De Laroni, which is a British made paint. But I couldn't actually get enough of it to do the second one. It was quite actually hard to do using this one. So on the second one, I actually had to switch to a Dutch brand, a well-known Dutch brand of paint, and I used that. I generally like keeping to European paint. I like using British paint, to be honest, given the first choice, but unfortunately on this particular occasion I just couldn't source it. So I went to got the Netherlands, got Dutch paint, which is I really like a Dutch paint as well. I only use makers that have been making paint for years and years. So it's a very well established paint that I went for, and I use that mainly to make sure that the paint has got longevity. It's going to last a lifetime and beyond. There's nothing worse than creating a piece of work and then finding couple of years down the road it's fading or something. So all the paint I do use, including this and the Dutch one, is very high pigment paint, so it will last a long time. I usually put a very high gloss finish on this, and you can see there the light's just picking it up. It's not in very good light at the moment. It's a lovely British summer, which is very dull and wet, but this is as good as you're going to get on a day like this. Anyway, so there we go. So that is a look at the trial piece of an amalgamation in the Union Jack style. So I hope you like what you see. I've been waffling on much too long. Feel free to like the channel and all the usual jazz that people say, thumbs up and whatever. Feel free to share the video, and if you want to know more about my work, please check out my website, which is victilson.art. That's V-I-K, can't spell my own name, Vic with a K, Vic, Tilson.art. and you can have a look at my back catalogue and see some of the other stuff that I've got, which goes back many years, a couple of decades. So there we go. Thanks a lot for your time, and check back soon for more paintings. Take care.